Okay, so Tom O'Neill is the dude who discovered that reality distorting drugs were probably administered to Jack Ruby, who was visited by Jolly West, a psychiatrist in the MK Ultra program, corresponding with Sidney Gottlieb, who was Charles Manson's psychiatrist in Haight-Ashbury, meaning that Jack Ruby and Charles Manson had the same handlers. Now, the question is partly whether Tom O'Neill also has the same handlers. He had access to Bugliosi and no doubt Cyril Wecht. And Tom O'Bedlam was the name of David Lucarelli's band. He's the Fox media agent who had access to my files and letters when he slipped the letters of Gail Burstyn to the assassin group would include Tom O'Connor. Tom O'Connor was working with Jack Ruby and Donald Trump. TFO stands for his initials, but Tom O'Connor also, his initials stand for Trump funded Obama. And the slip of the papers was to give Obama bragging rights in Two Virgins Pussy Ball over the scripted agency of Maduri Goto. The police state organized sexual experience as a police execution routine. Keeping track with Pussy Ball Ledger, they are trying to destroy my testimony in the same way that they used LSD to discredit the left by giving me Parkinson's, so that they're hoping that Parkinson's will slowly lead to dementia. So the criminally insane aspect of the police state psychiatry is clear. What Yoko Ono's felons are hoping to do is to position Tom O'Neill to announce that the alternative history is the Beatles to have. John Lennon psychologically claimed, what does Helter Skelter have to do with knifing someone? Well, what does Bungalow Bill have to do with shooting JFK, or A Day in the Life have to do with shooting JFK? John Lennon was behind, he pulled a media hoax, Houdini, which they had a trial run of Paul is Dead to test the waters in the way that Orson Welles flipped out some people by reading War of the Worlds on the radio. So it was the ultimate mind control operation, was to use Hollywood to induce mass hallucination by falsely reporting the news. And Trumpy Toon's evil wizardry is an axis elimination of large numbers of people. So what Tom O'Neill says is that most people don't know what the MK Ultra is, much less the significance of MK Ultra being behind my being in D.C., having Reagan wave to me the night before they shot James Brady, and manipulating Jack Ruby and slashing papers of Attenborough Wattenmaker on Wattenmaker was the Attica State Prison psychiatrist who lived next door to me in Pittsburgh, of all places. The letters, in fact, named the West. It was Ann West's family. But Jolly West was clearly working with Wattenmaker, and Sidney Gottlieb. Noah Gottlieb was the character who had me on Mount Desert Island for the psychiatry of the police state. And the psychiatry of the police state, Ripper murdered Shannon Harps in Seattle with Manson family dacoitery. And they murdered 3 more Kennedys with the help of the Postal Union, here in Tacoma, where some of the Manson family were living. And MK Ultra, people don't understand what that is. Well, it's like the bus services, transit. Like if you wanted drugs in the 60s, you pass the word through the ranks and someone would contact the MK Ultra and the MK Ultra would arrive on schedule and you would be dosed with whatever it is that you stupidly sought to be experience perked with. And Peter Gabriel is trying to mobilize himself into position to declare what is right and true and what is not right and true, so that they can get away with the torture and an overthrow campaign based on hallucinogenic manipulation of our mass media. This is an epigenetic configuration. People who were, oh, wow, man, in the 60s will go, oh, wow, man, Lenin was killed by MK Ultra. No, that's not what happened. Lenin was the MK Ultra. That's a big challenge. Tom O'Neill barfs his confession in his stupid book where he goes, oh, I want to tell people because I want the glory. I think that's what is going on with the pilfering of the letters by Tom O. Bedlam.